Good morning from the National Weather Service here in Pocatello. My name is Carter, and this is your Southeast Idaho weather hazard briefing for Tuesday, February 27th. Following yesterday's cold front, we've got a cold day today with some isolated snow showers and breezy winds. But beyond that, a break on Wednesday, followed by our next storm arriving for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And I'll be breaking that down for you this morning. Key parts we're going to focus on today, a cold front exiting to our southeast, so we're seeing some increasingly clear skies starting to mix in with some snow showers and lingering low clouds. But overall, just looking at some isolated snow showers today, breezy winds, so keep in mind for some winter travel conditions, especially this morning where you may have had some roads refreeze, some snow overnight. Certainly keep in mind as you're headed out the door. We'll see a break on Wednesday with temperatures begin warming back up. We'll gain about 10 to 15 degrees each and every day through about that Thursday time frame. So our next storm, again, is going to arrive for that Thursday through Saturday time frame. We're looking at widespread precipitation across the area, transitioning to all snow by the weekend, so perhaps a mix of rain and snow in the valleys initially, given those warmer temperatures, but transitioning to snow as we get some colder air in here for the weekend. Strong winds are expected Thursday into Friday as a warm front lifts north out of the Great Basin, and what that means, temperatures will peak on Thursday, so highs in the upper 30s, 40s, mid-50s, but beyond that, some cooler temperatures moving in for the weekend. And a quick look at satellite for you this morning again shows that exiting frontal boundary. We did see a convergence band of snow across the eastern highlands, so out towards the Teton Valley. Grand Targhee this morning that was producing 1 to 4 inch an hour snowfall rates in that area, but that has since shifted out. Just looking at some isolated snow showers today, but certainly keeping in mind some winter travel conditions from yesterday's system. And to look at the bigger picture for you again, so low pressure continues to work south and east again with that system there. So high pressure will be in control, at least trying to insert itself for Wednesday. But overall, our next focus is going to be on that next storm there, shown in the center of that. It's going to be an intensifying low pressure system in the Gulf of Alaska. This high pressure that's currently to our southwest is going to remain in a favorable position to allow that storm to slowly work into our area. And you can see that atmospheric river of moisture really priming up there, over 1,000 miles long there. So really substantial moisture feed with this. Working into the Pacific Northwest, California, and into the Northern Rockies. Weather Scott, look for your next 5 days. We'll focus on some snow showers and breezy winds today. Certainly keeping that in mind, seeing some of those winter weather travel impacts out there this morning already. But for Wednesday, we're going to see a break, just some lingering snow showers across some of our northernmost mountain ranges. We'll see precipitation build in Wednesday night into Thursday. Again, most widespread will for that be on Thursday into Friday. But rain-snow mix in the valleys with breezy to locally strong winds, with strong winds especially as you get down to the Owyhees and then up into central Idaho, where we could see gusts in excess of 50 miles an hour. For Friday, we'll keep those breezy winds going, mix of rain and snow persisting, and that'll continue into Saturday. Again, a well-developed atmospheric river of moisture will lead to several days of widespread precipitation and cloud cover, so that's going to help bring us down to some colder temperatures by the weekend. Here's a look at those strongest observed wind gusts for yesterday. So again, widespread gusts about 40 to 60 miles an hour. Some of those locally higher gusts were in that 60 to 70 mile an hour range, with a couple of mountains over there in the Soldiers and Wyoming range gusting over 100 miles an hour across some of those highest peaks. And I thought this would be a cool graphic to show this morning. Grand Targhee picked up about 18 inches of new snow. So again, we were talking about that convergence band. Picked up 4 inches between 10:30 and 11:30 last night. So it's certainly going to be a great powder day in the big holes in Tetons today. And colder temperatures, speaking of those, we're going to have the single digits above and below zero as you get further north, with warmest areas in the teens and 20s. Afternoon highs, seasonably cool in the 20s and 30s, under partly to mostly cloudy skies. And snowfall amounts today, again, not looking at super impressive accumulation as to what we saw yesterday, but certainly several more inches across some of our mountain ranges, but overall trending lighter as we get into the valleys. And wind gusts today, we are still seeing some breezy winds, so gusts about 25 to 45 miles an hour, and with some new snow in some areas, could lead to some areas of blowing and drifting snow, so keeping that in mind as you're headed out there today. But overall, winds trending down as we get into tonight. So by tonight, gusts about that 25 to 40 miles an hour, and those will continue to diminish as we head into Wednesday. And for your Wednesday, another cool morning with warmest areas in the teens and 20s. Afternoon highs, noticeably warmer now. We gain about 10 to 15 degrees for most areas. Afternoon highs in the upper 30s to mid 40s. Snowfall amounts on Wednesday, again, we're just looking at some isolated snow showers. Again, best chances will be across those northernmost mountain ranges. Not seeing too much of an impact on Wednesday. And wind gusts on Wednesday, again, nothing too atypical for your eastern Idaho standards. Gusts about 20 to 30 miles an hour. By Wednesday night, we'll start to see winds increase, especially in the mountains up north, but overall still staying just slightly breezy. And for your Thursday, this is going to be the day that warm front will be lifting north. So overall, temperatures in the morning will be more mild, teens, 20s, 30s across the board, with afternoon highs now in the 30s, 40s to mid 50s. Maybe can't even rule out some low 60s now. So kind of that temperature roller coaster here, low 60s out towards the Boise area. And snowfall amounts for your Thursday, again, best chances for that more moderate to heavy snow will initially start in the central mountains. So we're talking up towards the Wood River Valley, Sawtooth, and Stanley Basin. It's going to be our focus area for Thursday, where we're expecting some moderate to heavy snow, mix of some rain and snow showers elsewhere. And speaking of those wind gusts on Thursday, we'll see these begin to ramp up throughout the day. So again, peaking during the later in the day hours, Thursday night into Friday. But overall gusts on Thursday, about that 30 to 40 mile an hour range. It's a little bit higher as you get across some of those higher elevations. And by Thursday night, again, looking after 5 o'clock on Thursday through the overnight hours, we could see gusts in excess of 40 to 50 miles an hour, maybe pushing 60 to 70 locally. So certainly some very strong winds lifting north into our area for Thursday as that moisture streams in from the Pacific. Temperatures on Friday, again, seasonably cool in the morning, especially further north, but overall 20s and 30s across the board. Afternoon highs still hanging on in the 30s and 40s. And with those temperatures in the 30s and 40s, again, we'll be fighting with those snow levels. So where's it going to be rain? Where's it going to be snow? Keeping an eye on those snow levels for you over the coming days. But certainly a trace to a couple inches in the Snake Plain. And now we're seeing that more moderate to heavy snow expand further east across the Bear River Range up towards the Big Holes, Tetons, and Island Park area. But still seeing that, more light to moderate elsewhere. Just keeping a focus on the mountains for this storm especially. And for Friday, we'll keep those breezy winds going, again, out of the west, southwest for winds for Friday. Gusts still hanging on about that 25 to 45 miles an hour. And for Friday night, winds will begin to subside. Again, still looking at that 20 to 30 miles an hour and staying slightly breezy heading into the first part of the weekend. And temperatures on your Saturday, another cool morning in the teens and 20s and 30s. But afternoon highs coming down those 20s and 30s, low 40s. We are expecting mostly all snow for Saturday with this system as it comes through. So overall, exiting, we're going to get that cold front. It's going to get some colder air in here for the weekend. And snowfall amounts on Saturday. This is looking like the best day for valley snowfall. So again, maybe about 1 to 5 inches of snow as you head across the Snake Plain, some locally higher totals, but certainly some pretty impressive mountain snowfall on Saturday. And again, this is a 3-day period, so we're just keep on piling that snow up in the mountains, especially up towards central Idaho and south and east of the Snake Plain. And wind gusts on Saturday, just a little slightly breezy, gusts about 25 to 30 miles an hour. And for Saturday night, not a whole lot of change there. And here's taking a look at the National Blended Model's total snowfall through Sunday. So you can see here, looking at some pretty impressive totals, especially as you get into the high country, talking about snow totals pushing, 1 to 4, maybe 5 feet in portions of the Tetons. We saw them pick up 18 inches yesterday into this morning. So certainly keeping with that active weather pattern in this northwest favored precipitation flow. And here's comparing the European versus the GFS. So again, there is some uncertainty on exactly how much we're going to see in the valleys. That'll be the biggest thing here. We do have some higher confidence when it comes to the heavier mountain snow. But as far as the valleys go, some of the models here, GFS, European, throwing some pretty decent snow across some of our lower elevations. So we'll be keeping an eye on that and changing the forecast potentially later this week, depending on how things trend. But certainly just wanted to show you some other case scenarios that could happen later this week. And to look at what's to come. So again, we're going to keep things active as we head into the first part of the weekend. But beyond that, trending more near normal to slightly above normal for that March 3rd through 7th time frame. And with respect to temperature-wise, we'll keep things near normal to below normal across the Rockies and heading into the west. 8 to 14, again, keeping in between that below normal to kind of near normal precipitation pattern through the 5th through 11th. No real strong signals there. But 8 to 14 will keep us leaning below normal when it comes to temperatures. And that's about all I have for you this morning. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to send us an email, give us a call, or check out some information on our website. Have an awesome Tuesday and stay safe out there.